Hello guys, welcome to another cool and maybe an awesome video this time. Even though there's no video clips unlike the last video where I showed off the Blood Room Jack, I actually discovered that that was the power of the nothing candy. There were a few along the way which helped me encounter Jack Blood Room. Anyway, this video is all about encountering rare things in Roblox doors. As you know, it's the popular horror game with about 6.6 billion visits. That was of when this video was posted. Anyways, let's get on to the first rare sighting. So this first rare sighting was at door 192 in the mines, because I said 192, yes, you heard me. And it's this rare side room with 4 drains, and I've already pre-edited the images, so you won't see that much editing in this video because it's already pre-edited images that I got from my iPad because my computer won't support doors that well. It'll just crash Roblox. You may not have known, but I used my iPad for the Minecraft prank video, 5 ways to prank your Minecraft friends, because it has Minecraft on it. And this computer does not have Minecraft on it, but it does have my awesome video editor Clipchamp in it. So as you may see, there are 4 different drains in this room, and they are dumping into water, I guess. Can't really see it. And it's just water. But on the drain where it says, "Help, I feel like a clogged toilet right now," I put that because there are just rocks blocking the waterways. But the other 3 drains are letting the water go. Okay, next rare sighting. So this next rare sighting is actually a time, it was in 2025. So when this video was posted, you know it's this year. I was just playing super hard mode because I felt like I wanted to. And it turns out I died to Trollface after encountering Rush, but I unfortunately don't have a screenshot. But I told you just now, so you don't have to worry about that. Duh, I'm a YouTuber, so. Anyway, you may see it, there is a smiley face right there in the very middle of the screen. And this is an older build of doors, but it was definitely Hotel Plus. The guiding light may not look familiar to you. It looks like the old guiding light, like the very first version of Doors guiding light, not the second one, which you find nowadays. Anyway, this rare death message I have literally never seen in my entire lifetime. I've also encountered 2 more rare death messages, which I don't think are in this video because they're death messages and they're in motion. Like, how do I get a screen recording at the same time when the death message is running? Speaking of death messages, the 2 rare death messages I got, I encountered glitch screeches in the rooms because I had a friend to help me encounter the glitch fragment. And there were so many of them that they just bit me to death, even after I drank a smoothie. And Curious Light was like, "I'm terribly sorry, I don't know what happened to you." That's a pretty rare death message to encounter. On the other hand, or should I say death message, the other death message was dying to a Rush Giggle combo, which you will see later in the video. I will explain that later in the video. So this third rare thing I am encountering in doors is a locked door 50. Yes, this is actually possible, but you can have a higher chance of getting it by using key modifier, which I don't have, but my friend does. And here's the thing. I use locked and loaded modifier because I was attempting to get not 5 stars, if you're looking at this image, like right now on the screen. I was attempting to get not 5 stars, which I still am doing today. But here's the thing. I did not even know that it could lock door 50 with locked and loaded or key modifier. How is that even possible? Maybe you should ask the developers. I mean, Elsplash and Red Bulls. So this is one time I encountered Sally. Most people know her as a window, but I'm pretty sure it's half and half at this rate. Some people know her as Sally, others know her as a window, but I know her as both. I'm just gonna call her Sally because, well, you get it. She looks like a girl, a very shady one. Quite literally. I mean, she jumps out of the window from pure darkness. How do you know what she looks like? She's pure darkness. She is the window. Anyway, this scenario is caused by finding an item on a table or in a drawer or in a few other locations where Sally can very much pick it up. I think this can include keys. I'm not entirely sure because this is the only time I have ever occurred in this scenario. Like this scenario. Like this is the only time I've ever seen it before of this video. And she found a battery in a drawer, as you may see. Her lines of text in the top say, "Give me a new battery, toy." Yeah, she found a battery. It was a good thing I didn't have to drop my lighter, because that would have been very, very useful. I mean, the lighter. It would have been useless if I didn't even have it, because Sally took it as her toy. So this one was when I died at door 197 in the mines, because yes, I said door 197. And it was the same run where I showed you the rare side room at door 192. I died to a rush and giggle combo, and as mentioned earlier in the video, I got the rare death message saying that I died to rush, which is like normal lines. And then it said, "You also died because of a giggle. Make sure to look out for any that are hiding." And I added on some text that makes it say, instead of dying to rush, it says, "Died to rush and giggle combo." Because it actually makes sense. Like, why does it say only you die to rush by default? That add-on text actually make it more realistic. Anyway, dying at door 197 is a big achievement for me. I have never reached the Seek Dam ever before, and I really want to beat the mines, which I am still trying to do today. It's like almost twice as hard as the hotel. Speaking of the hotel, I've beaten it 30 times. Like around 30 times. That is a lot of beating the hotel. Most of it was in Hotel Minus, but some of it was in Hotel Plus, and one even used the Trick or Treat modifier. Anyway, this next one, I think you're going to be very surprised. So this might be the coolest thing you've ever seen, and it's probably the most edited image out of all the images you'll probably ever see in this video. But this was the first and the only time of when this video was posted that I have seen a crucifix in the top part of the office loot room. Like the top container thing. I have no idea what it's called, but it's like one of those sliding thingies. Kinda reminds me of a garage. And I found a few other things too. But you can see in my inventory, I have the guidance candy, the Holy Grail, which literally acts like a moonlight float. I have the candle, which doesn't burn out if entities are coming anymore, but requires a lighter to light. It's just like a normal candle at this rate. I love the previous version of the candle where it burns out and you don't need a lighter to light it because guiding light is welding its power. I also have Candie in my inventory, not sure why. And I also have two other things in my inventory, but I have this giant thing on my screen while I'm recording audio. It's just a microphone button, so I have no idea what those items are. Tell me in the comments what's in my inventory, because I believe it's a lighter and something else. So the last few pictures are going to be from my Roblox friend, and they might look a little different with the editing because they don't know how to use text boxes, so they just drew instead. And the handwriting is not the best to read, but if you can read it, just tell yourself that you did a good job, okay? If you want, you can say that in the comments below. So what's happening here is he got to door 199, I think, and found dupe, probably a few dupe doors. And you might not believe it, but dupe wanted to take him to floor 3, which is probably going to be the castle. And if you're watching this video in the future, then what floor is it? Tell me in the comments, because I think it's going to be the castle. There is castle doors at the very ending, because I've seen YouTube videos where people beat the mines, and the ending cutscene is pretty awesome. So Dupe wanted to take him to floor 3, and my friend was like, no, because he doesn't want to get duped. I mean, look at his health. He could probably die. But he knew he was aiming for door 200, the Seek Dam. Although I think he died in the Seek Dam because he's not the best at parkour. That's what he told me. Anyway, next photo. So this photo, my friend just used haha modifier to find giggles, and eventually he stepped in a room where the giggle was perfectly facing him. And he told me he watched this funny video made by magician Roblox about 16 ways to torture giggle, or whatever it was called, something like that. And one way, and the first way in the video, was to make giggle fry. I wonder how it tastes. Anyway, that's what he seems to be thinking in this image. Not entirely sure, but if he were going to make giggle fry, then he would probably have gotten another screenshot of giggle in a room with a fireplace and then just toss it right in there. So this is my friend simply dying to Timothy because he used the itchy modifier. It says Timothy spawns more, and its bite can be fatal, or something like that. Not entirely sure, but it did say something like that is all that I know. And the crazy thing is, there is no death message if you died, Timothy. Not that I know of, because he was trying to get not 5 stars as well, which he currently has today, and will have forever, unless his Roblox account gets deleted or something. Not like that's ever gonna happen, though. But how does he even die to Timothy? Maybe we should also go ask Redibles and Elsplash about that. This final image is my friend encountering the rare 2-handled door in the hotel. I've also seen this in the mines, but that was a long time ago, and that's when I didn't have the idea of making this video. But I have seen it like once or twice before, but I've never seen it in the hotel. So there you go, you got this picture right there. And for one thing, you might not know how this spawns, but it spawns because there's one of those like big hallways that have 2 windows, one on each side. And then this room can also spawn a ton of dupe doors. I think they were different in width, but if 2 of the same doors spawn back to back, because those rooms spawn back to back, you get the rare 2-handled door, which you can see in both rooms. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and enjoy the outro while you see it.